Question 19, the final question, is solving these simultaneous equations. One's a quadratic, one's a linear. You always put the linear equation into the quadratic. So replacing, because it's already written as y equals 3x minus 1, we'll replace y with 3x minus 1. So to get your first mark, you have to write down x squared plus 3x minus 1 squared equals 5. That gives you one of the marks. You then need to expand this bit here, so we need to expand this 3x minus 1 squared. I recommend you do this over at the side just in case you're making a mistake. So you've got a side over here. Just doing some working out on the side. So 3x minus 1 squared. To square this is not just 3x squared and minus 1 squared. It's 3x minus 1 times by 3x minus 1. And then you have to do this times now to get your answer. 3x times 3x, 9x squared. 3x times minus 1 is minus 3x. Minus 1 times 3x, minus 3x. Then minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. So this gives you 9x squared minus 6x, connecting together these two bits, plus 1. We can then put this answer here back into this bit here. So you end up with x squared plus 9x squared minus 6x plus 1 equals 5. This gets you the second mark then. Now you need to collect together the bits, and what you want to do, you've got a quadratic equation, so you always need to make it equal to 0. X squared and 9x squared gives you 10x squared. There's no other x's to go with the 6x, so just minus 6x. And the 5 moves over and becomes minus 5. So 1, take away 5, is minus 4. To make it equal to 0. What you now need to do is you now need to factorise this, to factorise this if you can. I'd recommend you divide it all by 2, just to make the numbers smaller. So you'd end up with 5x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. This is where you now need to factorise. So 5x squared, to get that you need your 2 brackets equal to 0. To get 5x squared, the only way you can do it is 5x and x. To get the minus 2, the only way you can get minus 2 is by having a 1 and a 2. So it's either minus 1 and 2, or minus 2 and 1. So from here, if you had a 1 here, so if we have 1 here, and 2 here, this would give us a 2. We want to get minus 3. If we make this a minus 1, we get minus 5x. If we make this a plus 2, it gives us plus 2x. So minus 5x plus 2x gives you the minus 3x that you're looking for. Once you have got this far, if you're not good at the factorising here, it's hard if there's a coefficient, a number in front of the x squared, then you can use the quadratic formula with your a is 5, b is minus 3, c is minus 2. Once you've got here, remember to solve it, it's the opposite. So if there's a plus, it's going to become a minus 2 divided by the 5. And here, this minus 1 is x equals plus 1. So we've got our 2x values. Now, of course, with simultaneous equations, you need to find your corresponding y values. So when x equals minus 2/5, you have to find y. Y equals, we use this top one here. It's nice and easy, it's already arranged, so you don't have to do much with it. Y equals 3 times minus 2/5 minus 1. Then your y value for this one is minus 2 and 1/5. And then you also have to do the other x value. So when x equals 1, y equals 3 times 1 minus 1, so y equals 2. And then you've got your all the values that you need.